A new poll this morning says Donald Trump leads the Republican presidential field. That follows his controversial comments about undocumented Mexican immigrants. The Republican national chairman wants Trump to lower his tone, but it's not happening.
When you have to go back 35 years to tell me about something, I think that's pretty pathetic, to be honest with you. There's nothing to apologize for. There's nothing to apologize for. We have stupid leaders. We have a stupid group of people at the top, and they allow things like this to happen. I love the Mexican people. They have tremendous spirit. They have tremendous vibrance and life. I love them. I have so many friends. I respect the country of Mexico.
There's
Illegal
not a lot of
immigrants
individual
coming
cases.
in are causing tremendous problems. In terms of crime, in terms of murder, in terms of rape. I will win the Latino vote because I want to put them to work.
CBS News contributor and Republican strategist Frank Luntz is in Los Angeles looking at the ripple effect for the GOP and all of its candidates. Frank, good morning.
Good morning.
You heard Donald Trump. He says he has nothing to apologize for, and now he's at the top of the polls. Which group of Republican voters is he resonating with?
Well, the fact is that among some he is resonating with, and I have to emphasize, and this is going to sound awful to some of your viewers, but over the last 10 years, the American people have come to see attributes, character traits, as more important than issues. And the number one attribute that Republicans and Democrats want is someone who says what they mean and means what they say. We can disagree horribly. We can feel that Donald Trump is offensive in what he says. But the fact that he is saying it so bluntly, so overtly, without any censoring, which, by the way, as a political consultant, I would tell him, back off. But the fact that he's saying it so directly to millions of Americans, this is what they want in a leader.
But what is it? Yeah, if you look at the front page of the paper today, and I've talked to some Republicans, that there's sort of this concern in the Republican Party, which is a swift response to denounce his comments or a hands-off approach because they're worried about inflaming his supporters or distancing themselves, or that he may run on a third-party ticket. I mean, is this a problem for the party in many ways?
That's a very smart question. In 1992, the Republican leadership made fun of Ross Perot. They belittled him, and they belittled his supporters. And that 19% could have gone to George Bush, but instead it went to Bill Clinton. So we've seen it happen before. In the end, the people who are supporting Trump, it's not a movement. It's not, but it is something that's grassroots, and it is based on a way of communicating that we haven't heard any presidential candidate do, with the possible exception of Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side. And I would point out that he's doing surprisingly well because of that same say-it-like-it-is approach.
Frank, Mitt Romney won just 27% of the Hispanic vote in 2012, as you know. Republicans have been trying to build a bridge to Hispanics. But is Trump effectively burning that bridge down before it's even finished?
Well, it's still a year and a half away from the election, but your point is a good one. Republicans cannot win without at least 35% of the Latino vote. It matters particularly in a state like Florida, which is the most important state in America. And what Trump says is going to turn off those voters. There's no mistaking that.
At this stage in the race, though, I mean, we have seen before what Washington Post calls novelty candidates. Do you think, as we head into the debates, do you think Trump will, one, take part in that debate, and two, how does his campaign move forward? What is the momentum at this point after the controversy sort of end?
Well, Fox News has to decide what criteria they're going to use. And the fact is that Trump qualifies as a declared candidate, but he hasn't filed his FEC financial reports. And until he does that, it is a legitimate reason to exclude him. We have to see what happens there. But if he does participate, I will tell you, in the focus groups that I've done, and I've been doing a lot over the last 60 days, Trump is the most interesting candidate, both positive and negative. People want to talk about him. They want to hear what he has to say. They want to laugh at him, but they want to listen to him.
Frank Luntz. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.